Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 3rd to the 11th. This is for Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Capricorn, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years, and it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So, Capricorn, this is a big week. I don't know if you saw your June forecast. It's a big month for you. And you know, I said it's gangbusters. It's really about like a lot of people are going to feel a lot of success this month. Okay, and just to let you know, it's like we're hitting a peak in June. Okay, so January, February was kind of like snore. Things started getting boom like in March, and it just kept like crescendo. April, May, June, and then after June, it just kind of simmers down. July, everything gets cool. It's like plateaus a bit. So take advantage, take action. This is a huge month, okay? If you, again, saw your monthly forecast for June, big month for y'all, all right? Now, this week is also a big week for you. We're kicking it off. You notice that I said this is for June 3rd to the 11th. Technically, I would do 5th to 11th, but I have to include that full moon in Sagittarius. Now, this is a pretty big full moon. It's not going to affect you as much as it's affecting the mutable signs, but it's still going to affect y'all. And it's really more, there's a lot of aspects happening that day. I'm not going to get too into it. It's more about just having clarity. It's more about awareness. You know, full moons bring conclusions, and they're typically emotionally, okay? Like it has an emotional impact on you. But this one, I feel, is just going to have more clarity on things that you've been lacking, things that you need. Now, what's really interesting is that this full moon in Sagittarius, for you, Capricorn, it's in your 12th house. The 12th house is the subconscious. And so I want you to pay attention to your dreams. If you have any dreams around this time, pay attention. They could be telling you something. They could be telling you something that, you need to know. And, I always say, like, if you saw like a scary movie the night before, had nightmares, those are not the dreams to pay attention to. You would know the ones to pay attention to. Now, I do feel that this is going to be part of this transformation that you're going through this month, okay? Because this is the week that Venus actually enters Leo, 2 days after the full moon in Sagittarius that's happening on Saturday. Okay, so at this point, we have Mars and Venus in Leo. Fiery, fiery, fiery. Remember, Venus, planet of love, romance, creativity, sex, money, everything. It's like, everything that you think that Venus would represent in a very fiery placement with Mars. All right, so really fiery aspect in your 8th house. A lot of y'all, especially if you're corporate Capricorn rising, could feel some momentum in other people's resources. And that, when I say that, that includes inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, but even karmic debt, right? So it's still going to affect every Capricorn, all right? Because this is in your 8th house, and that's death and rebirth. So a lot of transformation happening in this very fiery aspect. Now, the other thing that's happening is, like, we are in Gemini season. That is your 6th house, which rules daily activities, work, labor, things. So there could be clarity around that. 6th house has a huge emphasis on health. There could be something about health matters that come up around this time. So again, it's just more about clarity on, like, okay, this is what I've needed in my life. This is something that I need. It really being assertive at this point and moving forward. The last thing I'm going to say is that this weekend, Mercury does go into Gemini. Mercury is Gemini's ruling planet. However, Mercury is still in Taurus all week long. And Mercury, this is a week, oh my goodness, we have a Mercury conjunction, we have a Mercury sextile, we have a Mercury trine. Actually, on Sunday, Mercury trines Pluto. This is powerful. So you may sign contracts. I'm not going to lie. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. This is absolutely like a really big deal. So keep that in mind. And you just, it's a great week to communicate. A great week to communicate. Remember, Mercury is a planet of communication, okay? Gemini rules communications. Geminis, like, they're the communicators. And so really, really, when I say having that clarity in terms of knowing what you've been lacking, knowing what you need moving forward, being assertive, being that Capricorn, that cardinal sign, getting what you need. Really be in the zone this week, all right? So let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 3rd to the 11th. Again, this is for Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. And if you want to read for your Venus, your Moon, any of those other aspects, you are absolutely welcome to. We're at whatever you want more clarity on. It is totally up to you. So let's do it, Capricorn. I'm excited. Now, Capricorn, like I said earlier, I do a traditional and Celtic cross spread. Also, you know what? My dog has joined. I actually don't think she's joined your readings for a while. It's, it really depends on the time of day that I do this when she's up here. So we did just go for a really long WALK. And so she's in her happy sleep mode right now. So I try to make do with the table space, and I'm going to bring this up a little bit like this, so you can see it. There we go. Can you see that? Anyway, let me put the camera down a little bit more. I'll pull him up to the screen, but the new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings. Also, we're really amping up for that new moon in Gemini next week. New beginnings, and so if you again saw your June forecast, a lot in your life is changing, and then look at what's happening here. Let's go ahead and get started. 10 of Wands in your past. I love this. I love it when the 10 of Wands comes up in the past, okay? Because this is a card of just taking on a lot of responsibilities, maybe doing a little bit too much to the point. Listen, you're Capricorns. You're the hardest working sign out of the zodiac. You prioritize work, okay? You're in that leadership quality way. Now, there are some Capricorns who may be taking on too much. You may be in a place where you're like, no, I got this, to the point where you're like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. And so it could be, again, other people's responsibilities that you're taking on. It's almost like, they can't do this, I'm going to do it. And but it's out of good-heartedness. So the thing is, when you do that, though, it could be a little bit burdensome to the point of burnout. So some of y'all could be going through a lot, especially because of what's been happening astrologically. There's been a lot of aspects, even a lot of squares, a lot of oppositions too, but I'm not even gonna get into that. Saturn is a ruling planet, and Saturn has been like, hey, I'm gonna really show you what life is like. This came up in your past. 10 is the end. 10 is the end of the suit. And so you will be laying this once down soon. Some of y'all already have, okay? Some of y'all had that moment of clarity, okay? Where it's just like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. It's really impacting my mental health. It's impacting, my path to enlightenment, my happiness, and good for you. Good for you. And it really depends on what day you're watching this reading, okay? But remember, I said that full moon in Sagittarius, your 12th house, okay? So having that just unrooting things at this point. But that full moon in Sagittarius will have an effect for weeks to come. Now, oh, you hear that horn. So this is, I hope you don't hear that. This is Brooklyn during the time that I'm doing this reading. Page of Cups right in the heart of your spread. So do you see what's happening? We come to the end here. This came in your past. 10 is the end. And now Page, the newbie, bringing in that new energy, bringing in that new passion, bringing in you're good. Capricorn, you're good. I absolutely love this for you. Page of Cups, this is, oh my goodness, a total dreamer. When I say pay attention to your dreams, truly pay attention to your dreams, okay? Even go after your dreams. All the Page of Cups wants to do is follow his bliss, okay? I also said this is a week where Mercury is very active. Pages are the messengers. You could be getting a message soon, okay? I feel like for a lot of y'all, it's going to be intuitively. It's going to be subconsciously. It's going to be something that's why I say pay attention to your dreams. So now, the Page of Cups is showing up in the heart of your spread. All right, so, and he is very intuitive. He is, one of the most psychic. He is someone who is just so imaginary too. But this is saying something new is coming through this week. If it hasn't already, okay, and it's a passion of yours, it's something that's going to fulfill you emotionally. It's going to make you feel, it's just you following your bliss, okay? But remember, look at the sequence here. You're coming out of this hard backbreaking period into this, I just love this new thing. And it could be a relationship, it could be a new job. I mean, what resonates with you, but it's coming through. Again, for a lot of Capricorns, it's going to be a message that comes through. Okay, I absolutely love that for you. Now, you did get the Knight of Wands in your challenge area. Okay, here's two things that's coming up with the Knight of Wands challenging the Page of Cups. One, I don't want you to feel uninspired at this point. Okay, I don't want you to feel uninspired moving forward. The Page of Cups is inspired, okay? So when the Knight of Wands is challenging that area, it's almost like this tug of war energy. I want you to go with things, all right? I'm going to close my window. And so, Knight of Wands. The second thing that is really important to know is that with the Knight of Wands in your challenge area, you may feel that things could be not going at the tempo that you want. Remember, just have that patience and that gratitude, and you'll be fine. This is someone who is like, nothing is stopping him. Nothing is stopping him from getting everything that he wants. He's so fired up. This is double fire, actually, okay? And, hey, Sagittarius. So the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, and we do have that full moon in Sagittarius. So really pay attention to your dreams. Really pay attention to like any sort of like spiritual download that you're going to get, or a message that comes through. Pay attention to that, okay? He's going he could be going just so fast that you miss all that, is what's happening here, okay? Now, here's the other thing. Look at that. Remember how you got the World, boom, boom, or like in your weeklies, like one after the other in the heart of your spread? Now you get the World again. Like, this is, 3 out of 4. This is pretty crazy. You know how significant this card is. This is absolutely significant. The most significant thing was the fact that you got it in the heart of your spread 2 weeks in a row. That's never happened for me. But the World, this is, coming to the end of this major journey. This is what you want, okay? The fact that you have the World in your crown, the Page of Cups in the heart of your spread, that's your affirmation. You are ready for change. You're ready to move into this next chapter in your life. Not even a chapter. If you consider your life like a series of books, you're writing the next book. That's how big this is. Okay, the World. You can see the woman dancing in the middle, right? And this is achieving that. You've gone through the hero's journey. You've gone through the full journey. You've gone through your journey, and now what's next is this new journey. You see that the garland here in this form of the zero, all right? And so the Fool is a zero. That it cycles. It's literally, this is all you want this week, is to start this new journey with whatever this new pursuit of yours, or something that will come through this week, which is really great. I absolutely love that for you. This is amazing. This is, I always say, there's 22 paths in the tree of life, and there's 22 major arcanas. We've come to the end. You've come to the end of your journey, and this is exactly what it's this week. You're going to be thinking about that, okay? This new place, all right? Remember, Venus and Mars in Leo in your 8th house, transformation, death, and rebirth, all right? This is going to be a week, all right? This is going to be a week, and like I said, really amping up for that new moon in Gemini. There's a lot of other things that's happening next week that's chef's kiss. You also got the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness. You know what? This is so funny. I'm just remembering that you did get, oh gosh, I don't want to ruin it for you if you didn't see your monthly reading, but if you did see your June forecast, you know that you got this card too. Okay, so there's just more affirmation here that you're planning your next step, okay? You're planning your next step. You are definitely ready to just take on the world. You're ready to take on the world, but like not really, moving forward with it yet. Just planning, okay? Planning. This is the Page of Cups. It's almost like whatever message comes through, whatever new passion that you find or discover, whatever new comes into your life, it could be just so new that you've got to like let it marinate. You got to really think about it and, really absorb it and enjoy it and move forward. But this is really great that you did get the Two of Wands. Now, you did get the Eight of Swords in your future. And so this, we call the self-victim card. and you can see that she's surrounded by swords. She's surrounded by swords that she put herself there, and she's blindfolded, she's bound. Interestingly, again, we say this is the self-victim card, so she did all of this to herself. That's how much fear that she has, okay? And she thinks that she built this fortress, where in reality it's a prison, right? The sword's the mental suit, prisoner of your thoughts. And so there could be a point where you do feel that, oh my goodness, this is so new to me. This life change it's almost like, the big thing is some Capricorns may have a bit of anxiety or even doubt, or even just not feeling confident about the future, because there is such a big change that will be happening for you, okay? And I want you to ask yourself, where is that change? Is it in your physical world? Is it emotionally? Is it mentally? Is it, spiritually? There is change happening here. You see, you got the World, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Wands in, down the cross. Coming after the Ten of Wands, the end of something, right next to the beginning of something. And so when that happens, may have a tendency to get in your head again. Remember what I said with that full moon in Sagittarius. It's pretty powerful, and being in your 12th house is subconscious, okay? So there could be some things just going on up here, but I want you to know, look, her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants, okay? Now, I always say, we're always, we weren't built as robots. We were built as human beings. We were built with a range of emotions to feel, okay? And that includes low energy, like frequency emotions like fear or doubt or lack of confidence. It's okay. We're human. Nobody's perfect. It's okay to feel those things, but you don't want to be stuck there. Okay? You eventually want to walk out of that, and you want to use those feelings. If you are fearing the future, if you are doubting yourself, you use that to empower yourself. Use it to say, okay, I'm really, really nervous about how this is going to go, but it's so much better than where I was last year. Or this is actually going to, I'm a Capricorn. I love being challenged. This is a great challenge for me. Flip your mindset, okay? Flip your mindset and just walk out of this, okay? Because once you do, you free yourself. And there's your affirmation. Queen of Wands. So Capricorn. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like you're going to be good. Just like I said, I'm not telling you, this is saying that the potential of this in your future of you just being in your headspace is really high, and it may happen, and that's okay. Okay, it's okay. Again, nobody's perfect. We all have fears. We all have anxieties, stress, but you just don't want to stay there. Okay, use those moments to empower yourself, and once you do, you have the Queen of Wands. Getting what you want. Wands, they're so invigorating. They're so lively. And wands are, creativity. It's your passions, your ideas, all of that. If you want to start a new business, if you're looking for just everything, okay? You see that she also has the sunflower in her hand. It has a full of powers of the sun, like vitality, growth, optimism, all of that. So she is the most popular queen. She's so charming. She's, like I always say, think of any celebrity. It can be like Nicole Kidman, Halle Berry, doesn't matter. They walk into a room, they can get whatever they want, just like the Queen of Wands. You can have whatever you want once you get out of that headspace. Again, what's really resonating for me energetically with your reading is that with this full moon in Sagittarius, you're just going to have some clarity, and some of that clarity is going to be hard to face for some Capricorns, but once you do, boom, you're fine, you're good, you're going to be great. Let's get to your stuff, Capricorn. If you like this reading, by the way, if it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all, and look at me reaching over. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. You're amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I really do truly appreciate it, and I am very grateful. So thanks so much. And you're Capricorn, you saw me shuffle this spread. Like, yeah, I did say June is going to be a gangbusters month, okay? I did say that. You see that you got all major arcanas and another queen here, right? And Ruby, she's even like, Oh my goodness. Let me see what they got. Look at her looking down at the cards. Okay, so first of all, you got the Emperor. Hello. You got the Emperor. Ruler of your own destiny. Okay? He calls the shots. He makes the calls. I love the fact that you got the Emperor. This is mastery of self. I want you to know that. Okay? This is you're going through this transformation. And again, use it to empower yourself. Use it to say, I call the shots. I make the calls. I'm going to rule my own destiny. I'm going to make everything happen for me. You know, the Emperor here, he has the long white beard for wisdom. Look at all that passion. His red cloak for passion and power. He has, again, world in his hand, right? That orb representing it. You see he's fully protected with armor underneath. I don't even make this up. You're good. You're good. And now, look what you got with the Queen of Wands. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got two queens here. You're good. You're good. The Queen of Pentacles, I really love her. Two significant things about this, Capricorn. One is that Queen of Pentacles coming after the Queen of Wands. This is your second queen. And queens, their energies are more internal, okay? Their powers are more internal. And I really love that. So it's really like, when I say that full moon Sagittarius is really hitting you in your your subconscious, like your 12th house, like really go within, okay? But her powers, the Queen of Pentacles, is the fact that she is the richest queen. I mean, you had a big, like, there's like a lot of money stuff happening in your monthly, but she has resources to take care of herself and everyone in her kingdom. Like, not even a big deal. I always say, if you, for instance, like, if you have a friend that was short on rent, you know, like $200, you would be the one that says, oh, I got you. Don't worry. I got you. That's what makes her happy. She has this very loving maternal side that is taking care of others, okay, with the resources that she has. She also has the resources to build the world that she wants, okay? And this is all about growth. You see that little bunny rabbit in the corner there, all right? Fertility and growth. The last thing, Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, is Capricorn. You see your symbol here in her throne, the sea goat, okay? And so this is, you're good. You're good. Something new is coming into your life in a big way, something that you want, and it's just going to bring you all this wealth and abundance. And when I say wealth and abundance, I mean, sure, yes, money too, but wealth and abundance in all areas of your life, all right? Remember, this is your world now. This is your world. Ruler of your world, ruler of your destiny. You got the sun with the Queen of Wands. Remember, I talked about the sunflower having the full powers of the sun, and you now actually got the sun. And so this is all you want. All you want is this optimism and growth and abundance. And you know, the sun, it's so powerful. It's the most powerful symbol in tarot. It is the most powerful thing in the world. Capricorn, you, me, the billions of people on this planet, my dog, we're alive because of the sun. Our solar system exists because of the sun. I mean, this is huge. This is the sun. Speaking of growth and abundance, you have it with the Queen of Wands, you have it with the Queen of Pentacles, and now you have it with the sun. Okay, the sun, things grow because of the sun, and the sun it shines all those dark shadows out of your life. This is absolutely amazing. And then lastly, justice. You're amazing, Capricorn. In your final outcome, you got justice. This is like, I don't even know, actually, like, at this point, like, I'm not even know what to, I have no idea what to say. This is just very magical. Justice is ruled by Libra, first of all. And so there's a lot of like that balance energy. Things are just going to be balanced out because justice, when it shows up in your final outcome, especially with the spread that you have, it's almost like justice will be served, okay? Justice will be served. Everything, you're cashing in your karma points, okay? This is also like, that balance is huge. You, if I don't know if you are into numerology, 11, okay? This is 11. This is, and actually justice is like right in the middle of the major arcanas. So that balance, like, key is key, but it's really, you even see the scale there. Now, it's honestly like, when I say you're cashing in your karma points, like, you're cashing in your karma points. This judge is using that sword to just cut away anything that doesn't serve well in your life path. And this is what you're going to be doing this week, especially with that full moon in Sagittarius. Remember, I said clarity, unrooting things, the things that you no longer need, clarity on things that you've been lacking, clarity on things that you need to let go to move forward. But this is like, if you have been asking yourself, am I doing the right thing? You are. Okay? You are. Go with it. Go, especially with your gut, your intuition, because remember, in the middle of it all, you got the Page of Cups, which is in the heart of your spread. And the Page of Cups is very in tune, very intuitive, just like right there. But you're fine. I mean, you're good. I like Capricorn, like, again, yeah, I don't make this up. You're like amazing. I making sure that you see all the cards. But again, in your future, sure, you have the Eight of Swords. That's fine. Just don't be stuck there. Just don't be stuck there. If you are feeling a little fearful about your future or questioning it or feeling a little bit of doubt, self-doubt, use that to empower yourself to move forward, to get to especially, and again, please pay attention to your dreams, and you may have some message coming through this week. Be very communicative this week, because Mercury is very active in the best way possible. Okay, very, very active. And again, Mercury trining Pluto at the end of the week, that's so good. So you are definitely, again, if you're signing a contract, if you're going on a second date, if there's, even looking at your spread here, there's honestly, this is, some of y'all, you're moving into this huge new place in your life. I'm very excited for you, Capricorn. I'm very excited for you. This is, what a way to kick off June, right? What a way to kick off June. So unearth those things, let go of those things that you just have that clarity moving forward. And then look at this, all this newness coming in. I love this. This is a powerful week for you. This is, I mean, honestly, it's just like one of your best. I know that you've been getting so many great readings. This is one of your best readings. I mean, all the echoes too from your past readings with the World, with the Two of Wands. I mean, just I'm gonna let you go. But Capricorn, thanks so much for tuning in. Next week again, we have a big week. Okay, we have that. This is all building up to that new moon in Gemini, and that new moon in Gemini is, I'm going to say, I'll let you know what it means for you, Capricorn, next week, but it's big. And the other big thing is Saturn goes retrograde. Your ruling planet goes retrograde. That's almost like relief. That's like a boulder off your shoulder. Okay, you're good. Capricorn, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you, and Ruby will see you next week if she's here. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.